The persuasion of human and social documents within the realm of documentary work. In our lives, we entertain and learn that humans and social documents are all within the realm of documentary work. Documentary research in documentary information. Objectify the persuasion of human and social documents within the realm of documentary work, documentary research, information, and methodology. Documentary research is sources of assessment information and assessment of precise interpretation. Knowing the documentary information comes original and secondary. Living in social world ought to consider by all who use docs to learn have been discussion. The historical approach and the statistical research have changed our live. The persuasion of human and social documents within the realm of documentary work. 1. Documentary research. 2. Documentary information. 3. The documentary methodology. The human resources realm in environmental communication has been directed as conservation shows in methods, strategies, and procedure. Counterwise, movies are created model of culture have indeed by education wise. Other the realm that talking play to us in social problem that face all the nation people. Of course, they might call the ideology, if films weren't fiction, by posting theoretical actual behind every effect of action, lighting and makeup. Through its strange clothes and exotic and artist's performance the drama in show that would cast to people. Potemkin a farewell idea of real aspect. Making actual like the primitive renews real scoops of journalism by made technique therefore like otherwise. Understand the documentary research have impact that realm to documentary work. That will make legend and social live serving the individual and the community. That may explain a truth that would let us understand the realm of social clean environment. This emphasizes that environmental information will be helpful to effective in road implementation of projects to achieve development. We may look at the chart and diagrams also. Have example to understand. If it would not find this report as helpful as other sources because its information is based only on observation made in communication. Whom is responding in the results and sources or categories of analysis information that argue the report or article. Know the information it would help to understand. Nowadays, we love clean environment saving the new generational, open new possibilities help in fields of knowledge. Coming result provide protection of nature spaces. I could use this to explain pro-environmental behaviors. As important agent direct human action on the environment and responsible behaviors towards the environment. Finding all responses appear in city scarce with relation would help the realm in the environment. The documentary research, the order for researcher. Assessment of information. Finding a precise interpretation. The documentary information. 1. Original information. 2. Secondary information. Cine testimonials achieve their representational efficacy through this same process. with activists explicitly seeking to create moral spaces through which processes of political mimesis can occur in sympathy. Acquiring that documentary research has been built strong relationship in all nation. Social documentary is showing by types of research that we are going to conduct. It is necessary to think about the type of data that we will need and how we can collect the most with come from a piece of research into a particular subject. The research could have been conducted from a study or a survey, and it is therefore important that we can distinguish between the studies involved the investigation and testing of as hypothesis. They can be divided into two different types, experimental or observational. Acquire. The statistics comes from polls or surveys. Surveys are used to collect data through questions and answers and are used to gather information. The history is used of administrative data and describes some of the better official statistics. First method, statistical research relies on sources and digital data that may be linked to a specific period of time or in specific statistical studies. This research methodology is usually used in research consisting of several research departments, original, real, and accurate information. Examples of this kind of documentary researchers statistical research. Latterly, it is the approach that relies on historical sources, which are obtained from secondary sources of information. The author of the research must be careful to use the sources of reliable information so that his research is correct, precise, and reliable as a reference of the historical documentation references. Examples of this kind of documentary research are research used in the study of the biography of famous historical figures. The documentary methodology, when the statistical approach to the historical approach. The radio entertainment foul word saying, "Oh listen all doc to first lit head informal. Redo all times though danner mode. We live change to live free. Is object to real live informal the real. Integrating way life snag and live. I love sky breathing of differ sheeps. Keep look up could lit smoke and car such cloud and sky. Night with zero tolerance that I face. Love live and the people are interstate good. Born free or die free and dream I live." Many have sound of love a root of bane. Well, to my mind a root of balm it is. For love at length breeds love, sufficient bliss. For life and death and rising up again. Surely when light of heaven makes all things plain, love will grow plain with all its mysteries. Nor shall we need to fetch from overseas wisdom or wealth or pleasure safe from pain. Love in our borders, love within our heart. Love all in all, we then shall bide at rest. Ended forever life's unending quest, ended forever effort, change, and fear. Love all in all. No more that better part, purchased, but at the cast of all things here. shall I compare thee to summer's days? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough wind do shake the darling buds of May. In summer's lease heath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from some time declines, by chance or nature's changing course new trimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wander'st in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe their eye can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. These are roads to take when you think of your country. Well-traveled 6-lane highway planned for safety. Free well indicate future of road, your wish pursuing. Travel the passes. Touch West Virginia where these roads will take you into your own country, into the wealthy valley, resorts, the Chalk Hotel, the Midland Trail leaves the Virginia Furnace. Pillars and Fairway, Spa. White Sulphur Springs, Virginia speeding to another sea. Lionheart, an unnamed indentured English servant, were the first whites emerging from the east. Oh, they left a record to our heritage. Leyden at home amongst the mountains in England. VBT Falls, the rapids of the Mind Lee coming where this road comes. Thy room no for farmland, the planet home, discovered, blown high by a wind. Fought wars, forming a state to stay safe. These are the lines on which a committee is formed. Shell discovered what was killing these men. I am a married man and have a family. God. I know in America there are songs, very truly. Crystal and hill, a blinded field of white. Hottest blast furnaces raise flames become big land. Surprise of grace, the water running in the sun. Let me not to the marriage of true mind admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with a remover to remover. Oh, no, it is an ever fixed mark, that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool. Through rosy lips and checks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proud I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Cold temperatures we seen fallen tree. Oh, tree always amazing colorful. Thy season end year and start new one. Love truth feeling sang living in paradise. Last Christmas and very next day. Recognize the distances, oh catch an eye. Oh golly, bay holly jolly Christmas all ages. And love would never end. Wrapped beneath our tree. Gather ya rosebuds while ya may, old time is still a-flying, and this same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying. The glorious amp of heaven, the sun, the higher he's getting, the sooner will his race be run, and nearer he's to setting. That age is best which is the first, when youth and blood are warmer. But being spent, the worst, times still succeed the former. Then be not coy, but use your time, and while ya may, go merry. For having lost but once your prime, you may forever tarry. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. When feeling out of sight for the ends of being an ideal grace, I love thee to the level of everydays. Most quiet need by sun and candle light, I love thee freely, as men strive for night, I love thee purely. As they turn from praise, I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs. And with my childhood's faith, I love thee with a love I seem to lose, with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears, of all my life, and if God choose I shall but love thee better after death.